What's happening, guys? So, yeah, working on electrical in the shed. As you can see, got some lights up. Got a few outlets run. Yeah, you know, it's all very basic, all surface mount. I didn't get crazy, but one thing that I thought some of my friends would find really interesting is some of the differences between electrical here in Poland and in the United States. Some of the connectors and stuff like that are very different, and of course the voltage is different here. So yeah, we'll hop in and I'll show you some of those. All right, so here's some of our basic electrical connectors that you'll find here in Europe. So these are just a standard screw type. Wires get inserted and then you just tighten the screws, ready to rock and roll. We do have something similar to this in the US anyways. But these guys are the ones I really dig. You know, wire nuts do not exist here. You go to the hardware store. When I first moved here, I was doing some small projects and was like, oh, I'll check these. You know, I just gotta run and grab some wire nuts, and didn't find anything. And a lot of it's because here everything is in 230 volt, and so you know, all the amperage is halved, and so very rarely do you find anything that is, you know, like solid core wire. Most everything is multi-strand. And so you know, because of the higher voltage, you've got such less amperage, they don't have to have these big beefy things, you know, and your heavier equipment is 460 volt or 480 volt. So, you know, that's even way less amperage pull than what we're dealing with most residential stuff in the United States. So this style here, this is the most basic. And with this one, you push the wire in and it stays. You can get it out again afterwards, but it is kind of a pain in the ass. These guys are my absolute favorite, and they come in all kinds of different configurations. This is a coupling, so it's just a 1-to-1, and it's it's pretty fantastic. You flip these tabs up, it opens up the connection, you slide your wire in, and that's it. And you cannot pull those wires out. So that's a 1-to-1. If you're doing, like, say, you know, multiple series of a wire, all the same color, something like that, you can get like these doubles. I think you can get all the way up to 8 in a row, maybe 5, but I'd have to double check. And so, like, when I wired this place, you know, I picked up some 2s and 3s, and because that's what I needed for the wiring here. And you know, so, you know, I put brown and brown, and it's ready to rock and roll, you know. And it's literally just pop it on. Oh, there we are, no big deal. Oh wait, I I need to move something. Oh, I can disconnect it. So yeah, you know, it's something. It's really kind of neat technology here. You know, it's funny how things are different from country to country. So even something as silly as a light switch, you know, so I put an exterior style light switch, not because it's exterior, but because it was the cheapest one. And they're different, you know, from the United States. You know, it's got a nice, you know, rubber seal on the outside. It's really basic. The other thing that's different about them is internally they're different. So on these, there's only it only switches one side of the circuit. So like in this switch housing, you run the load wire, and that is switched. So you're only cut, you've got another cut in there, but the switch is only in one wire. It's not like the United States where you've got one that's got you've got a ground, you've got a hot and a not, all in the same switch. This is just, you're switching off the load side. So like I said, it's different. Yeah, and it's still amazing to me is how light a gauge all of the wiring is here, just because it doesn't have to be huge because they're running real voltage. And honestly, the way that the kind of the tools respond, and as far as like grinders and drills and stuff, things just seem stronger. Probably not, but everything just seems to work. One thing I know that does work much faster is electric tea kettle. Super, super fast at boiling water compared to, doing it on a stove or even a 110. So yeah. Anyways, hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Take it easy.